Good morning, students. Welcome back to the YouTube channel of Gyanmanjari Modern School. Myself, Rachna Shukla, is here with the video part 6 of subject maths standard 8 and lesson number 1 rational number. In the first 5 parts, we studied about the rational numbers, addition of rational number, subtraction of rational number, and arranging the rational number in ascending order, descending order, and finding out the greater or the smaller rational number. In the last part, we studied about the properties of subtraction of rational number. We saw some of the sums of subtraction of rational numbers with different denominators, and we also studied the simple multiplication of rational number. Now, in this part, we will study some tricky sums of multiplication of rational number. So, I will show you two sums how to solve the multiplication of rational number. Number 1, multiply. And your question is 45 upon 84 into 21 upon 27. See, this is somewhat bigger multiplication. 45 upon 84 into 21 upon 27. So, you don't have to multiply these two terms and these two terms. Either you have to lower these terms or you have to reduce or cut the terms. Cutting should be done, not to multiply directly these both things. So, this part, first we will take this part. You can see that 21 and 27 both comes in the table of 3. Cut it by 3. 3 7s are, 3 9s are. Like this way. Again I show you both these numbers are coming in the table of 3. So, 3 7s are and 3 9s are. Then 9 and 45. Is there any connection between 9 and 45? Yes. 45 comes in the table of 9. That is 9 5s are. Then, is there any connection between 7 and 84? Yes. 7 12s are 84. For this type of cutting, students, you should know tables from 2 to 20. Then only you can directly do cutting or reduce the terms. Therefore, your answer is 5 upon 12. What is your answer? 5 upon 12. Directly you have to cut the terms. The second one. Note down the sum. Minus 3 upon 7 multiply by 5 upon 8. Here, minus 3 upon 7 into 5 upon 8. So, from this you can see that both the numbers are already in the standard form. Now, what is standard form? Standard form means you cannot furthermore cut the numbers. You cannot cut the numbers. All of these numbers are prime numbers. They cannot be cut. Only 8 is a composite number. So, we will have to directly multiply the number. That is minus 3 into 5 upon 7 into 8. Multiply the numerator with the numerator and denominators and denominator. 3 5s are 15, but a minus sign, negative sign. In the last part, I taught you the rules of multiplication signs. So, 3 5s are 15, minus 15 upon 7 8s are 56. What is 7 8s are? 56. So, your answer will be minus 15 upon 56. Okay, students? So, these were the two sums of multiplication. Actually, multiplication is very easy. Now, I will teach you properties of multiplication of rational number. Meanwhile, note down the sums. Moving on the topic of properties of multiplication. Of rational number. So, the first property, closure property. The same thing as in addition and subtraction. If there are two numbers a upon b and c upon d are rational numbers. There are two numbers a upon b and c upon d. So if you multiply a upon b multiply c upon d, you will get a rational number as your answer. I repeat once again, students, if you multiply two rational numbers, that is a upon b and c upon d, you will get a rational number as your answer. Let's see an example. 1 upon 2 into 4 upon 8. 1 upon 2 into 4 upon 8. So, you can directly cut 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, 1 upon 4. Your answer is 1 upon 4 and 1 upon 4 is a rational number. So, we have proved that multiplication closure property is possible. When you multiply two rational numbers, you get the answer as rational number. Now, the second property, that is commutative property. Commutative property. If a upon b and c upon d are rational numbers, again the same thing, then a upon b into c upon d is equal to c upon d into a upon b. How is it possible? A upon b is a rational number. C upon d is also a rational number. Then if you multiply two rational numbers, that is a upon b and c upon d, then the vice versa, c upon d into a upon b, both the result will be same. Let's have an example for this. Suppose 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 5. Okay, so your answer will be 1 upon 10 because 1 ones are 1, 2 5s are 10. And if you reverse the order of multiplication, that is 1 upon 5 into 1 upon 2. Then 1 ones are 1, 5 2s are 10. You got both the answers as same. So this is commutative property. Either you multiply 5 3s are 15 or you multiply 3 5s are 15. You will get the same answer. That is commutative property. Moving onwards to the third property, associative property. Associative property. In associative property, we will take three rational numbers, that is, if a upon b, c upon d and e upon f are rational numbers. We will take three numbers, then A upon B into C upon D multiply by E upon F is equal to, now change the order, then is equal to A upon B into C upon D into E upon F. If you change the order or the brackets of the rational numbers in multiplication, then also you will get the same answers on both the side, that is left hand side and RHS side, that is right hand side. Example of this: 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 3 into 1 upon 5. Okay, A, B and C, like this way. This both in brackets. So solve the bracket first, that is 1 upon 3 2s are 6 into 1 upon 5. That will be 1 upon 30. 6 5s are 30. Let's check on the right hand side. 1 upon 2 alone, and in the bracket 1 upon 3 into 1 upon 5. Solving this bracket first, that is half into 15. 1 upon 3 5s are 15. 15 2s are 30. 1 upon 30. Your answer is 1 upon 30. Here also 1 upon 30. So we have proved that associative property is applicable in case of multiplication. We got both the answers same, LHS side and RHS side. Moving onwards towards the fourth property, that is multiplicative identity. The fourth property is multiplicative identity. In multiplicative identity, if you multiply any rational number, if you multiply any rational number with 1, you get that number as your answer. Thus, 1 is the multiplicative identity in multiplication. The formula is A upon B into 1 equal to A upon B. If you multiply any number, either positive number or negative number, with 1, your answer will always be that number. This is the multiplicative identity. Thus, 1 is called the multiplicative identity. Examples: 5 upon 8 into 1 is equal to 5 upon 8. Then we will take one negative number. Minus 2 upon 3 into 1 is equal to minus 2 upon 3. Minus will remain minus, plus will remain plus, but you will get the same number as your answer. This is multiplicative identity. Now the next property, fifth property, multiplicative inverse or the reciprocal. The fifth one is multiplicative inverse. For every rational number, there exists the reciprocal of that number, that is A upon B into B upon A equal to 1. See, if you take any rational number, here I take A upon B, then there always exists the reciprocal of that number, that is B upon A. And if you multiply A upon B into B upon A, you will always get the answer as 1. How? See, A cut, B cut, cross multiply. You will get the answer as 1. Let's see an example for this. 5 upon 8 into 8 upon 5 is equal to 1. 8 cut, 5 cut. Then another minus example. Minus 1 upon 2. Okay. So, the reciprocal of minus 1 upon 2 is minus 2 upon 1. See, let's check. Minus 1 upon 2 into minus 2 upon 1 is equal to 2 cut, 1 cut, minus plus. So, you got the answer 1. So, the reciprocal of minus 1 upon 2 is minus 2 upon 1. This was all the properties of multiplication. Total there were 5 properties of multiplication, that is closure property, commutative property, associative property, multiplicative identity, that is 1, and multiplicative inverse. Now I will show you some easy sums of division of rational number. Let's move on towards the division of rational number. Moving towards the division of rational number. Today I will teach you very easy sums of division. The first one is 6 divided by 2. Second one is 49 divided by minus 7. Third one is 7 upon 2 divided by 5 upon 9. Next, fourth one is 3 upon 8 divided by minus 4 upon 9. Fifth one is 3 upon 7 divided by 2 upon 3. So you have to note down these 5 sums in your notebook, and I will explain you each and every sum of division. Let's start with very easy sum. All of you know the tables and all of you have learned division since your second or third standard. So 6 divided by 2, directly you got the answer 3. 49 divided by 7, 7 sevens are 49. So your answer will be 7 but minus 7. Why minus 7? Because here it carries negative sign. So your answer will also be in negative. Now this division of rational numbers. 7 upon 2 divided by 5 upon 9. So you might be thinking how to solve this difficult sum, but it's very easy. 7 upon 2 divide 5 upon 9. If you want to divide, first we have to change the sign of division into multiplication. So when we change the sign of division into multiplication, the number after the sign will be reciprocal. That will be reciprocated. For example, 7 upon 2 multiply, see 7 upon 2 remains the same, divide will become multiply, and after that number will be reversed or reciprocal. 9 upon 5, 5 upon 9 will become 9 upon 5. Now you can multiply. First you will see if it can cut or not. Nothing can be cut here. So 7 9s are 63, 2 5s are 10. This is your answer, students. Okay, coming to the fourth sum. 3 upon 8 divided by minus 4 upon 9. Your question is 3 upon 8 divided by minus 4 upon 9. First of all, 3 upon 8 will remain 3 upon 8. Divide will become multiply. Put multiplication sign here, and if you change this sign, this number will be reciprocal, that is 9 upon minus 4. Now check if you can cut anything or not. So you cannot cut because 3 and 9 cannot be cut. I told you in the earlier part that numerator cannot be cut, denominator cannot be cut. So you have to compulsory multiply. Multiply it. 3 9s are 27, 8 4s are 32, and here minus. So your answer is minus 27 upon 32. Last sum. 3 upon 7. So 3 upon 7. Multiply. If you change here multiplication sign, so this will be reciprocal, that is 3 upon 2. Can you cut 3 and 3? No. You can cut only numerator with denominator or cross multiply. Then what you have to do? Multiply. So your answer will be 3 3s are 9, 7 2s are 14. You will get the answer 9 upon 14. This was all about division. Note down these sums in your notebook. Now I will teach you two simplification sums which involves both multiplication and division. First, writing down the question, then I will explain it. Minus 4 divided by minus 2 upon 5 into 3 upon 4. And the second one is 8 upon 15 divided by 4 upon 5 into 2 upon 3. See, these both sums are the sums of simplification and both involves the sign of division as well as multiplication. Starting with this sum. The first one, minus 4. There is nothing with minus 4 in place of denominator, so you will put 1. Minus 4 upon 1. Divide by minus 2 upon 5 into 3 upon 4. Now, according to Bodmas rule, BODMAS, first we will carry out division. So, you will divide these both terms. For dividing these terms, you have to put the reciprocal of this. It goes on like minus 4 upon 1 multiply by 5 upon minus 2 into 3 upon 4. Okay students, repeat once again. Minus 4 upon 1, same. Divide will become multiply, and so reciprocal of 5 upon minus 2 into 3 upon 4. Now you can see that you can cut 4 and 4. Minus minus cut. What is remaining? 5 3s are 15 and 2 1s are 2. So your answer is 15 upon 2. Please note down the sum in your notebook, students. Now another sum, that is second sum. Your answer goes on like 8 upon 15 multiply by 5 upon 4 into 2 upon 3. I repeat once again, 8 upon 15 will remain as it is 8 upon 15. Divide will become multiply. And if you change this sign, you have to reciprocal the number. 4 upon 5 will become 5 upon 4 into 2 upon 3. Now direct cut it. 4 2s are 5 3s are. Now nothing can be cut, so 2 2s are and down 3 into 3. Your answer is 4 upon 9. Very easy sums, no students? So these were the sums of simplification. Now I am giving you the homework that you have to do in your example book. So note down the homework. In the last part, I gave you the homework up till 24 example. So today you have to complete again more examples. Homework, lesson number 1, example book. This book you have already made, so you have to do the homework in this book. I am writing down the number of examples. Example 25, 26. These both sums are of multiplication. Then direct 33, 34, 35, 36, 37 and 38. So these examples you have to complete in your example book, that is 25, 26, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37 and 38. And exercise book or fair book, the same thing. Don't be confused. In this fair book you have to make your fair book of maths, and in this book you will solve the sums of exercise, that is exercise 1A, question number 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. These all question must be solved in your fair book. Exercise 1A, question 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, and this many examples. Example book is separate and exercise book is separate. So you have to complete your work and submit it. Click a photo and paste it in the WhatsApp group. So that was all for today, students. One more part is remaining, that is part 7 of your chapter rational number, and after that your chapter will be completed. So till then, stay home, stay safe. I will come back again with part 7th video of your chapter rational number. Okay students, thank you.